Hello and welcome back to the Dan BTF YouTube channel. Here I am with another GeoGuessr football stadiums upload, and today, the day that we're recording, the Champions League group stage proper starts tonight. There's a new format this year. We'll see how that pans out. It looks pretty good to me, but I know there's some traditionalists out there that are not happy with it and would prefer the old style to have remained. However, it's not, and you're going to have to just move on and deal with it. We're playing the Ollie Cole 2013 Champions League and Europa League stadiums map. I think adding Europa in there will make it more exciting. The blurb says soon to include the Conference League teams as well. It has an average score of 19,416. 35 people have played this. It has 1,000 plus locations. And look at that. One person likes this map so far. I've never played it, which is always a little bit of a risk doing one of these videos. I like to do it in one take, and if it turns out to be an awful map, then we'll cross that Jungle Canyon rope bridge when it comes to it. That is a Stuart Lee reference for anyone that noticed. Question of the video: De Meister, De Besten, the Champions League music has slightly changed this year. But I want to know, what is the best walkout music in football? Obviously, Chelsea come out to Liquidator, and there's You'll Never Walk Alone at Anfield. But I want to know, what is the best walkout song for any team or nation, or is it the Champions League music itself? That's the question of the video. You can let me know down in the comments below. We've got 3 games today, 90 seconds per round. You can play along. There's links in the description below. And as ever, if you don't subscribe to the channel and you're here for the first time ever, please do consider just hitting that subscribe button, as it is very helpful for me with the YouTube algorithm. Let's get on with game number 1. Here we go. Let's hope we get some places that we recognize. I mean, this is not very recognizable as a start, but we'll head up here and we'll have a look at this little. We've got a little view into the stadium there, and we've got Estrella being advertising. We have FC Barcelona on here, but I don't think. Oh, is that the Camp Nou across there? I mean, it's going to be the Camp Nou, surely. But wouldn't necessarily have recognized that as it. But we'll just double check. I know there's a mini stadium right next to the old Camp Nou, so I think it'd be more likely that. Let's head to Barcelona. The Spotify Camp Nou, which has, of course, been mostly demolished to be rebuilt. Barcelona currently playing up here on Montjuic Hill at the Olympic Stadium, but we have the Spotify Camp Nou. So this stadium, and then, like I say, there's this charging the charging station stadium. That charging station's just an extra thing on the map, but yeah, I think it's this little stadium. And I talked too long. We got 4,999. That will really rile some people up that I just chatted through that, but never mind. I think this is Benfica. Huge media mart next to the stadium there, and we have SL Benfica on that. So I'll quickly go to Lisbon for this one, and we'll find Benfica's stadium. We've got the media marked there. We were in this car park, and as we're not going to get a perfect score on this game, we will just send it, and we drop 1 point again, 55 meters away. That is the stadium debuted for Euro 2000. This is actually a great street view geosphere type thing. We can actually move into the stadium, but this is the Amsterdam Arena, former home of the Bald Fraud. That is Erik ten Hag, as well as several other Manchester United players. I think is Mazraoui from there as well, but certainly signed quite a few. We're looking north, Donny van der Beek. Look at that. 1 meter away, 5,000 points. And I'll stop talking about Man United. Europa League here. This is West Ham. This is the Olympic Stadium or the London Stadium, depending on whether you like football or not. And we're looking west. So we'll head to Stratford. We'll find the Westfields, the McDonald's, and then we'll head over here past the Aquatic Centre. And like I say, we are looking west. So that should put us there. We've got the Axelor Mittal thing, the slide. The big slide is behind us. So that's there. There's the stadium. Send it. 5,000 points. We've dropped 2 points so far, but that's okay. That, from a distance, looks like the Olympiacos logo. And yeah, generally, aesthetically, this looks like Greece to me. And there we go. Olympiacos FC appears out of nowhere. So, Olympiacos, I know it's in Athens. I think this is quite far downtown. Yeah, it's here. We must be in the car park here. And as we look at the stadium, we're looking, can I say due east? Is that correct use of the term due east, or does that alter the meaning of east? But anyway, we are in the car park there. 22 meters away, 5,000 points. View results, a very healthy opening game, 24,998. I would expect anyone playing along using the links in the description to score the full 25,000, as they won't be commentating over the top of what they're doing. So there we go. Game number 1, very successful, very nice, very demure, mindful, and cutesy. On to the next one, and we have Boutique Officielle. This is the home of Mason Greenwood. Adrian Rabiot signed yesterday for this club. Also, Neil Maupay is playing there this year. This is, of course, the Velodrome in Marseille. Marseille hosted the Olympic sailing events this year. And we're looking east, so one would assume we have Boutique Officielle there, that we're at the bottom of that. So that building there is this building here. So it's just how far down do we go here? Probably try that. And there we go. 13 meters away, 5,000 points. We're on for a perfect score in this one. This is Leipzig in Germany. RB Leipzig, of course, because of the German sponsorship rules. Red Bull is not allowed to officially be in the name. Similar to in F1, Yuki Tsunoda and Daniel Ricciardo drive for the RB Cash App team. RB Visa Cash App. 33 meters, the old number of Max Verstappen. Because, yeah, Red Bull already exists as a team. Right, next up, Champions League. Maybe over there. So I'll have a quick look at this sign. Okay, so it's Champions League and Europa League. So this will be Brighton, Lewis, New Haven, Rottingdean, and Falmer, all down on the south coast, East Sussex, for Brighton and Hove Albion, which is up here. And if we want to get a perfect score on this, how close are we actually to the stadium? Is that right? This little road here. Does this take us to Falmouth Station? It does indeed. So we can go back. We've got 19 seconds. And we should be about there. So we can see that road coming around there. Pretty confident with that. 6 meters away, 5,000 points. And we're on to round number 4. Now we have a funeral car here. It looks like Italy, but I don't know about these taxis. And suddenly we've lost our stadium. But we shall carry on. Oh, okay. So we're back in Catalonia, and this is once again Barcelona. A la Freddie Mercury's famous song. So we are we're looking south towards the stadium here. Camp Nou. La Masia is the is that where we were? Down by La Masia? Not gonna be a perfect score on this one, I believe. There we go. Looking south does make sense. 4,997. There's room for improvement in game number 3. It would not be worthwhile without some jeopardy. We have the Estadio Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan. This was UEFA's favorite stadium during COVID. Pretty much everything was held there. In Seville, this is the home of Europa League specialists. And can we find it? So we've got that stadium, which is the home of Betis. I think it's very central to the city. But he might not find it. But it's okay, because we're in this game where we've already dropped. We've already dropped some points. It's not that, but right. There it is. Like, let's just. So El Plantinar, it's above that, or it's in Navion. So for future reference, just below Seville to the right. So view results. We scored 24,979. That's a very beatable score if you're playing along. And we'll move on to the third and final game. We're going for 5,000 points in every round. And this one, 25,000 points is the goal. And round number 1, we have St. James's Park, the sportsdirect.com arena. We're looking north. So is that the bottom of the hill or the top of the hill? Let me know if you're familiar with the stadium. Again, this is fairly central, and we should be there. There we go. 8 meters away, 5,000 points. Lovely start to the game. Now we have Red Bull advertised here. Actually, it's Lub Bear to read it backwards. And no obvious stadium in sight. We haven't had many, very, very obscure stadiums yet, or smaller teams that may have made it into the Champions League or the Europa League. This could be our first proper challenge. UF. Let's go back to the start there. Went the wrong way. It's Germany. So it's RB Leipzig, but I think it's probably their training facility or something. Red Bull was the giveaway, I guess, there. Could it be up here? Or down here? It's not going to be a perfect score. Okay, so we're across the river. Elsterbecken. So there we go, 4,995. We've dropped 5 points, but we'll try and keep it at just that. Oh, we have Benfica again and our friends at MediaMarkt. So straight into Lisbon, Benfica's stadium, and we're a little bit closer to MediaMarkt this time, 18 meters away onto the next round, and we have... I think this is Ukraine. It will be Kiev, is my guess. Huge stadium. Could also be a couple of other things, but let's just have a look. Here we have some snow in the stadium now. I think you have a specific yellow bit on the license plate for the Ukraine. But yeah, let's go with Kiev, because we don't have a lot of time. There we go, Kiev. Where's our stadium? I think Kiev now play their home games in Warsaw in the Champions League. Not sure we're going to get this one, even if it's right. Oh, there we go. Okay. That road was probably quite obvious. Obviously a stadium. So we drop another 12 points onto the next one, and this is Anfield in Liverpool, Stanley Park, and we are in the north end of the stadium. So we'll head to Liverpool, and there we go. We've got Goodison, which is in its final season. Do they move into the new stadium next year? So we have, that should be right. We're looking south. Let's just go here. I think we might have had this one before, and it's not always completely accurate. 16 meters away view, results 24,983. I think this one's going to be close at the top with everyone playing along, but I'm expecting some 25,000 pointers to be coming in. And make sure you give the map a like when you play along, as it only had the one like at time of recording. There's the breakdown for the end of that. And Yeah, who's going to win the Champions League this year as well? There we go. Bonus question at the end of the video. I'll know you've watched all the way to the end if you answer that in the comments. If you want to watch another GeoGuessr video, there's one there. There's another video from the channel there, and you can hover over that to subscribe to the channel, which, as I mentioned, is a great help if you can do so. But until then, I will see you all on the next upload. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.